Does life have a purpose? A journey beyond the self, according to Rumi's philosophy. Have you ever stared at the sky and wondered, why am I here? Is there a deeper purpose to my life? Or am I just another wave in the ocean of existence? In this journey, we're going to explore these questions through the timeless wisdom of Rumi, the great Sufi poet, mystic, and philosopher. Rumi doesn't just give answers, he opens your heart to experience a purpose that goes beyond the self. Who was Rumi? The mystic of love. Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi, born in 1207 in present-day Afghanistan, lived during a time of chaos, wars, migration, and uncertainty. But Rumi turned inward. His writings, especially in the Masnavi and Divani Shams, reflect an inner world filled with longing, love, and the divine. To Rumi, life wasn't a puzzle to be solved with logic. It was a divine melody to be felt with the soul. His philosophy? Simple yet profound: you were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? He believed our true purpose was to return to the source, to remember who we truly are. The illusion of the self. According to Rumi, the self, the ego, is like a veil covering the light of the soul. He calls it nafs, the lower self, obsessed with desires, status, fear, and separation. Rumi says, don't get lost in your pain, know that one day your pain will become your cure. This means that even suffering has purpose, it breaks the ego so that the soul can awaken. In one of his most famous lines, he writes, I died as a mineral and became a plant. I died as a plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I was man. Why should I fear? When was I less by dying? Through these verses, Rumi teaches that we're not static beings. We are souls on a journey of evolution, constantly transforming, shedding layers, moving beyond the self. Love, the center of purpose. At the heart of Rumi's philosophy lies one word, love. Not romantic love, but divine love. Love that burns away ego, that sees the beloved in all creation, that dissolves all separations. Love is the bridge between you and everything. Rumi says we're like candles, our outer self is wax, but our purpose is to be set aflame by love. When we love truly, deeply, unconditionally, we go beyond the self. He writes, the minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they're in each other all along. Here, he points to a deep truth: your purpose is not somewhere out there. It is within you, and it's discovered through love. The Sufi path, going beyond the self, Sufism, the spiritual path Rumi followed, is about annihilation of the ego, fana, and union with the beloved, baka. It's a path of devotion, surrender, and awakening. Rumi compares us to a reed. Listen to the reed flute, how it complains, telling a tale of separations. The reed, torn from the reed bed, represents the soul separated from its source. Its cry is our longing, the desire to return home. This longing, Rumi says, is the proof of our purpose. You're not lost. You're just far from home, but the pain you feel is a map back to the divine. What you seek is seeking you. Suffering, loss and the door to awakening. Many ask, if life has a purpose, why do we suffer? Rumi doesn't deny pain, he transforms it. The wound is the place where the light enters you. He believes that suffering isn't punishment, it's purification. When you lose something, someone, or a part of yourself, you are not being destroyed, you are being reshaped. Like a sculptor chiseling away stone to reveal the statue inside, life carves you until only your true self remains. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. Suffering becomes a doorway, and once you pass through it, you begin to live with clarity, humility, and love. Everyday life as a spiritual journey. Rumi teaches that you don't have to live in the mountains to find purpose. Every moment, every action, is an opportunity to remember the divine. Cooking food, caring for others, even heartbreak, all are sacred if done with presence and love. Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Let go of the past. Let go of the ego. Let go of the idea that you must achieve purpose. Instead, live purposefully, with compassion, gratitude, and awareness. Rumi's vision is simple: be so full of light, that others feel warm in your presence. Be so empty of self, that love can flow through you freely. Awakening to oneness. Perhaps the greatest insight Rumi offers is the idea of unity. He says that you and the universe are not separate. That the drop is not just part of the ocean, it is the ocean in a single drop. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. This mystical vision reminds us, we are all connected. We are all fragments of the same divine whole. And when you realize this, you no longer live for yourself. You live beyond yourself. The call to go beyond. So, does life have a purpose? Rumi doesn't answer this with a textbook definition. He offers a path, a dance, a flame, a song. A journey from separation to unity. Ego to soul. Fear to love. Why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open? You are not here just to survive. You are here to return, to remember, to awaken. And the journey begins beyond the self. If this touched your soul, subscribe for more journeys like this. This is Beyond the Self, where wisdom meets the heart, and the seeker finds their way home.